Warrior Wrestling was Friday, March 15th, and I've been to like the past two because I started going to the second one, then three, then four because I wasn't aware of the first one. So it was announced that LA Park was going to be there, and I'm like, oh, I need to go. This is his mask, his original mask. That was the whole reason of like me going, because I wanted to meet him. So I bought the VIP tickets. When I get there, I don't see him. So what I hear is that I actually met Sam Adonis. He said that LA Park was like running late. He got stuck or whatever. He was in TSA for like 2 hours, and he wasn't gonna be there. So I'm like, oh, who else do I meet? I have a couple other people. So I decided, and yeah, I met Sam Adonis first. And yeah, he's like, oh, he's actually really nice. Even I met Sammy Guevara, and I actually told him, hey, I wish you wanted to be a wrestler. And I'm like, do you have any advice? And he just pretty much told me you gotta keep goals, and they'll get you through the shitty times. And he even told me to DM him and tell him to give him updates on how I'm doing and like stuff like that. And I'm like, to me that's cool. Like I wouldn't know anybody else who'd do that. And I'll definitely be sure to do that and give him updates, especially on the first day I start my training, which will probably be like in the springtime. But anyway, yeah, I only met Sam Adonis and Sammy Guevara in the VIP session. Of course, LA Park was in there, so which actually was kind of a waste of money though. I really was there to see LA Park, and he never showed up. Even the more disappointing thing is that apparently he did this before at an MLW 2 weeks ago. There was like a VIP thing too. If you're front row, you get to meet him, and he didn't show up either. So the guy who told me that he wasn't here, he's like, oh, he does this a lot. He just does his own thing, and I'm like, oh, whoa, that's disappointing to hear. Really, I mean, I'm thinking right now that he's not gonna come, and I'm like, oh, I kind of wasted my money. But yeah, later I found out during the show that because of travel issues, he said he was going to do a fan meetup at the end. And I'm like, oh shit, I get to finally meet him. I wear his mask and everything. So it's awesome. It would be awesome to meet a legend. And, I got to do that. Actually, I did. And there's a mini story behind that. But let's get right into the video, and I'll show you what I got after. Alright, what is up, guys? Look, we're here at Warrior Wrestling 4, and this is the VIP Fan Fest. Now, originally I had came here to meet LA Park, but it doesn't seem like he's here. But yeah, if you're in Chicago, this is a place where you want to be. We had Brian Pillman over there. We have like Jordan Grace somewhere over there, right there.
too big!
Film like clips of it because I didn't want to film like whole matches or anything. You could watch it like in highsports.com, I think. I didn't really vlog because I was with my cousin and he doesn't really know I have a YouTube channel. But something interesting did happen during the intermission. The white kid came up to me and was like, "Oh, hey, can I have your picture?" And I'm like, I didn't know if he was being serious or not, so I'm like, sure. And he actually did it, so I'm like on this kid's phone and it's kind of weird. And a glimpse, if anything, like, oh, this, I could just be walking around if I'm in a mask. I get asked for pictures. And it definitely is like, wearing the mask is definitely the reason why. And people do stare at you and like comment and stuff. Like I was walking around even like in an intermission and they were like, oh, I like Barca. Like, oh, yeah, I just saw people staring at me. It was kind of weird, but, cool because... if I wasn't wearing it, nobody would be paying attention to me. But yeah, anyway, so the first thing I got was from Sam Adonis. I met him like on the pre-show, and it's just like little card. He even signed it. I don't know. I think this might be flipped, but he's a 6'4", weighs 250 pounds, Pittsburgh. Quote, Rudo de las Chicas. I might delete that. But yeah, that's the first thing I got. He was actually pretty nice. He even said, "Oh, I'm gonna kick his ass." I'm like, yeah, do it because he wasn't at the VIP. So yeah, that's the first thing I got. And my brother was there too. He actually wanted a Batista sign figure because there was like WWE collectors that are selling their stuff, but he ended up buying just this card of CM Punk. And they came with a dog tag. It had a piece of his shirt. I was like, it was very, very cheap. So the second thing I got was Sammy G's merch. It's like a robot, so panda right there. Yeah, it's decent. He had another one that was like pink, and it had like a panda. I thought about buying that one, but I ended up getting this one. Then I was really like, oh, who do I meet? I'm like, I don't know who else. Like, there isn't a lot of people. So I'm like, I decided to go to Jordan Grace's, and I got a picture with her, and I also bought her book, little booklet thingy. It's like all her DMs that she's gotten over the years. Let me see if I could like flip through it. It's just like phone pictures. They're pretty hilarious. Like if you actually read them, this is like, wow, people actually comment and like send her this shit. And some of them are like really weird and creepy. But yeah, and apparently this is like, if you buy it, money goes towards like the charity RAINN. RAINN's like the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network of the largest nonprofit anti-sexual assault. I didn't know that. I'm like, that's pretty cool. Of course, she signed it, and I got a picture. So we went back to where my brother bought the dog tag, and he really wanted to buy something, so we found this. It's kind of, it's kind of glary, but he signed it. I mean, he wasn't there, but my brother's like, Undertaker might be retiring anyway, so I'm like, we found it, so I'm like, we should buy it, and then we actually did. I'm like, that's pretty cool. I mean, although he wasn't there, it was still cool, like, to find this, it's signed, and not a lot of people can say that they have a signed picture or, like, figure of Undertaker, let alone, like, actually meet him, because I know he's, like, pretty hard to meet now. Like, you have to pay really good money to meet him. So after the show, I ran out after the last match ended, to meet at Lake Park. And I was fully expecting to buy a mask. So when I get to him, I said, oh, I see the mask. I'm like, oh, yes, I get to buy one. So I said, oh, how much are they? He says $300. Shit. I had that money in the beginning of the show, but since I bought all this stuff, not knowing he was going to be there, I couldn't buy it. I had like $200 on me. And even then, that was still too much money. There's no way I'm gonna buy a mask. It's like, Jesus Christ. He even told me like, oh, I'm the original. I'm like, yeah, but it's like, I don't see myself spending, I don't see anybody here spending that kind of money on a mask. Like, I wonder what he thought about my mask because, you know, it's like, it's not by him. He wasn't selling it. I bought it off like online. So I'm like, as much as I want to support any wrestler and I would want their mask in my collection, it's like, I can't afford it. I'm like, $300 is like half a month for me working. And I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna be left without money just because I wanted to buy a mask. They were really nice though, but I made the hard choice of not getting it. And, you know, I wish I could, you know, support him, but I'm probably gonna get a cheap one online anyway. Like, I know it won't be the same, but I really want like a mask of his in my collection. And if it means that I had to like buy it from a third party online, then so be it. Like, if he's selling it for that much, then I'm not gonna buy it like anytime soon, as much as I would like to. But yeah, I do agree it's always better to buy from them directly, even though it is a bit more. I mean, you're paying for the quality. This one's like already ripping and stuff. Well, not really, but you know, the strings on the seams are already like starting to come off. And it really sucks to me, but you know, well then I asked for a shirt and he didn't have any of my size. And he's like, quítate tus pendejadas. And I'm like, it was pretty funny to me. It wasn't so much of an insult, but, you know, I wasn't willing to buy. So before he actually, in the intermission, I found this picture of like LA Park and WCW days. So I bought it either way. I'm like, knowing he wasn't going to be there. I thought it was cool. So actually, me buying it was like the only thing he could sign. I'm like, I'm glad that I bought it. And it was this one. You know, there's a signature, LA Park original. And yeah, this is when he was like La Parca. You know, the same mask as this one. And yeah, he wasn't selling any like 8x10s either. So thankfully I picked this up. This is the only thing he could sign. The only thing I could buy of his, you know, that I could afford. And you know, we got a picture at the end. I'm probably going to put like a couple pictures in here. But my cousin has like most of them because he took it with him. His phone. So I'm probably only going to have like me with Jordan Grace and like Space Monkey. Those are the only ones I took with my phone. But yeah, it was great meeting LA Park, you know, a legend in Mexican wrestling. Even though his stuff is expensive and, you know, he was kind of mean to me, but not really. But yeah, it was great meeting him, even though we were rushed because, you know, the school was closing. It was in the school. And they're like, oh, you know, get your autograph and leave. So, you know, I did. I got the autograph and picture. And overall, I liked the show. I thought it was way better. You know, the biggest pop of the night was when I think it was Congo Kong. Definitely, like, dived off the third rope and, like, you know, because he was big. Nobody thought he could ever do it. But yeah, match of the night was actually Brian Cage and that Fatal 4-Way for the Warrior Wrestling Championship. I wasn't expecting much of it, but it proved me wrong. It was great. I would recommend you buy the show and watch it out for yourself. That does it for this video. I know it wasn't like a vlog, but it was like a small little video, especially showing what I got. And I was kind of disappointed starting it off, but overall it became a decent show. I really liked it. And I might go for the Warrior Wrestling 5. They did announce it. And I'm actually thinking about it because it's Mother's Day. So I'm like, oh, should I go or should I not? And my cousin's like, we're going. Like, ultimately, I think we are. Especially because he announced Volador Jr., Mexican wrestler. I'm like, shit, now I think I really need to go. But anyway, yeah, that does it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, at least slightly. And I'll see you on the next one.